fucking name. Hey guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to Cryptic Critters. This is session 11. 11. We've turned it all the way up to 11. And we've got some lovely regulars back with us once again. We've got Twisted, we've got Mars, and we've got Luca. How are you all doing today?
Doing well. Good.
Good to hear it. Well, we've already got 2 extra potions of healing in everybody's pocket. So I'm just going to add those into your inventories. And we've also got another contribution to you all leveling up, which is very cool. I can see Lucy and Grammy and even Twisted in the chat. Here for everybody. Everybody's sake. Luca, you've got 5 health potions of healing. I don't know what you're planning on doing with this. So, yeah, we've already got a bunch of redeems right out of the gate. Let's fucking go. We've got Banana has redeemed first as well, which is always good. Now, session 11. This one's going to be a little bit different for you guys. I have had riddles. I have had doors. I have had specific puzzles that only one person can do at a time. And I've even just given you, essentially, Horde mode, where you had an impossible number of creatures to kill, and yet you killed all of them without a single one of you going incapacitated. Very impressive, I must say. But, because you have done so well in all of your previous missions, I have graduated you to the next level of jackal fuckery, in which I'm not going to tell you what the challenge is. You've got to figure it out. In all of the sessions before that, in the first 10, we were, let's say, tutorial mode, where Luke was being quite kind, and Luke was saying, oh yeah, I'll give you a clue every so often to point you in the right direction. This time, no clues. This time, what happens, happens. And there we go. Yes, we've had doors, and we've had some jackal fuckery. But now that fuckery is going to become some real ass fuckery. If you fuckers are not fucking right and ready to go. Okay. I hope that was clear as dirt. Let's get started. Hello there. I'm pleased to welcome back Elena and Rodder and Luca. Welcome back. I've brought you to another plane of existence this time. We've got some, basically the Cryptic Critters, as we've been going for some time now, I've upgraded some of our kit, and where we were getting commissions by people tearing down old buildings and things before, which is sort of low-level things, now I thought that perhaps we could go in search of our own problems that we should sort out. So here's the thing. What we've got is we have an island in another plane of existence that seems to be full of treasure, and I would very much like it if you guys could go and collect that treasure. I'm not quite sure who left it here or why it's been left here, but it seems that there are a number of curious things about this island that I'm not really sure of, and I thought that perhaps you might be able to shed some light on it. Do you see what I did there because it's dark? I'm very funny. So, you still have your earpieces. You can still communicate with each other. There is only 3 of you, but you are able to talk to each other, to coordinate whatever you want to do, and you see that there are chests around this island. Yes, we do not have the old traditional gold coin token anymore. We have moved up in the world to an actual chest icon, which I got off a site that said that it was free, so I'm going to use it. Because I am too busy with university shit to draw a chest for you guys. And if I did, let's face it, it would probably be Booba. So, at the top of the order, we have Ronna Valgrim. Ronna, you've actually got a pretty good view of this place because you, as in the lineage that you are, you actually have some dark vision. So through this sort of murky darkness, you're able to see pretty well. Now, you've got top of the order. You can see that there is a large ogre-like creature in front of you in the center of the island. And you can see that there are chests. Each of the chests are glowing. What in particular would you like to do here?
I'm just gonna...
Also, hello everybody again in chat. Thank you for being here.
Oh, the game is currently paused.
No, it is not.
I go. I'm just gonna go 25 to get
Okay.
here. And
Nice.
check out this chest.
I love that.
Or do I need to be on top of it to check it out?
Well, no, you would be in front of it. You would be in front of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so, give me a, 1 second. Blah, 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 blah.
1.
I'm just going to see what the answer to this is. Okay. Give me a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw, dexterity, normal.
Yeah.
I got a 7.
My fault, I didn't have the opportunity to read this properly earlier. You got a 7, then you are now grappled by a mimic.
How did I know it was going to be mimics?
Can I use cunning action to disengage?
Yes. What do you want to do with that disengage? That doesn't give you extra... It does not give you extra movement.
Okay. That was my bonus action, so I have an action. So let's hit it.
Well, you could action dash if you wanted to get away from it. You've used your bonus action disengage. You could action dash to move away. Because disengage means that it won't get an attack of opportunity. But the problem is that you are already grappled by this thing, so essentially your movement speed has been reduced to 0. You would have to get out of this attack.
I'm gonna hit it.
Okie dokie.
$16.
16 to hit. Will hit. Give me damage.
Okay. Let's go 14.
I'm just going to put this here so that anybody in chat can read the stats of the mimic while we continue playing. Also helps to give me a reference point. So that is 14 damage to the mimic. Cool beans?
Yeah. And that's it.
Okie dokie. Then that's the end of your turn, I believe.
Yes, that was action, bonus action, and movement.
Nice. Then it is now Luca's turn.
My first bonus action, turn on my boots of speed.
Good.
Do I do? Okay. Then Boss Sweden 79 is sus. Let's go check out this chest.
Welcome in, Sweden. The whole of Sweden. Congratulations on being a whole country.
I'm guessing, do I need...
I will need you to use your thieves' tools in a dexterity check with proficiency to see if you can unlock this chest. I know that that's probably asking you a lot. If you have a look on your, if you have a look on the main page of your character sheet, there at the bottom underneath skills is tools, and you've got Thieves' Tools there, which you have a +10 for. So if you click that and use that roll, then we can see whether you can hit a 20 to open this chest.
Just a normal roll.
Normal roll. 29. Nice. You open up the chest, and it does not snatch your hand off. Congratulations. What you find is 200 tokens. We're going up in the world in terms of numbers. Now, do you remember your distance, how far you'd moved already?
That was about 25.
Okie dokie. So then you should have another 25 left on this move.
I use my boots as speed for another 25 and then... No, I don't have bonus. Or can I just use action?
An action...
Or was the tools action?
That is an action, yeah.
Okay.
So you used a bonus action to activate it. You've now got 25 feet.
I just moved there closer to another chest.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you very much. Then that's very cool. That is the end of your turn. Luca on the board with 200 tokens. We're getting somewhere. Now it is Elena's turn. Elena, you've got a chest actually right next to you. What do you want to do about this?
I'm gonna try to open it.
Okie dokie. I will need a dexterity check to open this. That will mean going into your main sheet and then clicking Dex at the top. And when it asks you, do you want to do a saving throw, you click ability check. Because it's not a dexterity saving throw that you're doing here. Unfortunately, with only a 4, you're not able to open up this chest. It doesn't, however, turn into a mimic. However, I am going to close this thing now so that everyone can see the map a little bit better. What else do you want to do with your turn?
I'm gonna activate my boots
Cool.
and then go help Runner.
Nice. Good idea. Cool. Is that the end of your turn then?
Did I use my action trying to open that?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Yes, then.
Okie dokie. So now turns to the Mimic's turn. The Mimic is going to try and attack you. Pardon me. So here's how Mimics work. I've had this up for a little bit. People have been able to read this in chat, but just in case you guys are not aware, essentially if you touch the Mimic, then you become adhered to it, and you need to make an escape check of a DC 13. It's an ability check that you would do to try and escape the grapple. It also means that if you are adhered to it, then you actually get disadvantage on your check to escape the grapple. And any attacks that the Mimic does against something that's adhered to it, it gets advantage. Which means that it has advantage on you, and you have disadvantage on it. So opening any chest that is a Mimic is a bad, bad day for you. So what this thing is going to try and do is, it's going to try and bite your arm off, Runner. We're going to do an attack roll. It gets a 21, which does beat your 18 AC. And it gets 13 damage. You are not raged yet, are you?
No.
Then you take the whole 13.
Yep.
That takes you down to 42 out of 55.
Ouch.
But Mimics don't get multi-attack. So that's the end of that turn for the Mimic.
Thank
Now,
goodness for that.
we do also have an ogre zombie here.
Yay.
However, the ogre zombie doesn't actually do anything. It stays there, motionless. But at the end of the round, you do feel something else happening. You hear it before you see it. You notice that the points that you each spawned from on this map, that the motion that you've traced from it has awoken something in the ground, and now vines are creeping along the ground, along the line that you went. 20 feet on each side. And for the first time, we're actually using the lines in this goddamn thing. You actually get to see lines on the map. Now, for the ability to be able to see, would you care for me to turn the lights up a little bit in this? Anybody? If you're happy with it being dark, then that's fine. Okay, then we're all good.
Okay.
But that's probably because I have vision.
Yes. Well, the lines are purple and it's dark, so I'm just wondering about that for visibility's sake.
Yeah, I'm fine with them, but I don't know about others.
Okie dokie. Is there any way for me to change it? Configure drawing. Oh yeah, I can. Let's make it bright yellow. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Is that going to change? No, it's not changed. Great. Here, let me see. Maybe this does it? No, it's just staying purple. Alright, well, fuck this. The system is balked. Right, well. That is the layer action. Something is happening in the ground. And you're not quite sure what it is, but there seems to be some vines following where you were walking. It is now Ronna's turn. Ronna, you can use your turn to try and escape this grapple. Or, thank you very much, Twisted, or you can simply attack the thing. It's up to you what you want to do.
Let's pop into a rage and hit it.
Good idea.
Yeah.
More damage output, less damage input. Give me an attack roll. A 29 will certainly hit. Now give damage. Is it a crit? No, it's not a crit. It's pretty close though. It's one off a crit, but 29 is a pretty good roll for anybody. And 12 damage takes this thing down to about half health left.
Yeah, let's go.
So that was
bonus action and action.
correct.
I'm not using movement.
Well, you can't unless you escape the grapple.
Yeah, that's my point.
Okay, then it is now Luca's turn. Luca, you've got a chest ahead of you. What do you want to do about it?
I'm gonna go check it out.
Nice. Give me a dexterity saving throw to get grappled by a mimic. Grammy in chat says DM said fuck you guys. Yes, I mean it's to escape a grapple. So it's essentially like an ability check to escape it, but it's your turn. So it's up to you. You can either attack it with your action, or you can try and escape now. I am inclined to give everybody an escape check before the attack even happens. So you get one free, just like, oh, let me just get my hand off that before the whole thing comes down. It's up to you. You can either try and get off it now, or you can just go straight for an attack.
I mean, can I try to get off of it, and if I succeed, can I still attack it?
Yeah.
Is the dexterity saving throw just click on dex?
Yeah, you also do have a saving throw section at the top right. That's just above all of your humanoid, Lightfoot, Halfling, and all of that, yeah. A 22? That definitely beats a 13. This thing has reached out with its enormous teeth. These they're almost like claws, but they are in fact, teeth. And it goes to grab at your arm, but you're too quick. You're too good as a rogue, and you pull away just in time.
His training mechanism got kicked in the taint.
Down low, too slow.
What do you want to do to this mimic then? Attack it with a rapier?
Stab it with a rapier.
Nice. 26 will hit. 26 is insane. 11 damage is pretty good. It's pretty good. You've used some of your movement. You've gotten close to this thing. You still have movement left if you want to get away. Up to you.
Can I bonus action dagger it?
If you like, of course.
Yeah.
A 22 will hit. 6 damage is still pretty good. It's half of what you did with the other, but it's up there. You've still got your movement. It's up to you what you want to do with this movement.
Trying to debate if I wanna. I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah?
So I'll attack it next round.
Alright then. It is now Elena's turn. Elena, you are stood next to this mimic. Bearing in mind that if you touch this thing, then you will become grappled by it and adhere to it. Unless you can make a check to escape out of it. So, it's up to you what you want to attack this thing with. But if you do go to punch it, there is a chance that you will get stuck to it as a result.
I think I'm gonna just go for it.
Go for it then. Give me punches. 26 hits. You guys have got some ridiculously high rolls today. This is not okay. You're not supposed to just whomp my expert level puzzles. Give me a damage roll now then. 11 damage. Okay, this thing's on about a third health. It's looking pretty rough, but it's still hanging in there. And it's hanging on to Ronna. What do you want to do about this? Flurry of blows. Okay. Give it another couple of punches. 28. With 10 damage. Now that's both of your hands. I'm going to need checks for both of those now to see whether you can escape this thing. It's going to be dexterity or strength. You're either ripping your hand off or you are trying to slip away from it before it can do anything to you. The first one fails. So one of your hands is stuck to the this thing now. The second one succeeds, however. So you've got one hand stuck to this thing, and you've got a second one that's still free. That means that you can go for your next attack with that flurry of blows.
Oh, I gotta bring that back up.
Just use the wrap of unarmed prowess, because it's not going to
whoops.
have. It's going to have the bonus to the wrap, but not on the unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Might as well make the game do the calculation for us. 22 hits. Give me damage. 11 damage. Ooh. Hey, Twisted, describe the kill.
Before okay, before after ripping my hand away from the grapple,
Yeah.
I pull it towards me with my still stuck hand, and I just fucking obliterate it with my punch.
Nice. Teeth and wood and metal and fleshy bits that look like wood and metal go flying all over Ronna. Ronna is showered in mimic. Ronna now looks more chest than person, as it's probably about the same size as Ronna, being the size you are. However, the thing is no longer stuck to either of you. Elena, you've used your action and your bonus action. You've successfully defeated this mimic. You've still got some movement left. What do you want to do with that movement?
Where? I'll head up here. And
Nice.
I'll end my turn here. Because they can't do anything, but...
Right.
So I'm gonna just stay here.
That work? No. Give me that. Hey, it worked. Lovely. Hey. Right, I figured it. Okay, so you're going up to the next thing. Now, that is going to be an action to try and open it. So that you'll be able to do that on your next turn, but you have moved up where you are now. So that works for that. That then means that it is mimics. The mimic that Luca has just stabbed and then stabbed a second time is going to try and attack Luca. And it's going to do so with a bite. A lovely little nibble from our lovely little mimic friendo. And, hey, Luca, does a 10 hit you? I don't think it does, right?
No, I'm a 14 at least.
You're a 14, I know that. That then means that there is nothing here. You're all good for now. That brings us to the end of the round order then. Again, the ogre doesn't do anything. But again, the vines creep further towards you guys. Following the trail that you laid yourself. And you don't know what the vines are doing. Not creepy at all. It is back to Ronna's turn. Ronna, you are no longer attached to a mimic. The mimic is now all over you, if you like. But it's not stuck, at the very least.
Marvelous.
And you're now very angry. So that's a bonus.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? There's still a chest over here that has yet to be opened. This one here. Elena has gone north for that one.
This one here?
That one's not been opened yet.
Okay.
You've got the ogre down here. The lines are the vines, yes. Correctamundo. The lines are the vines.
Alrighty, well, there's no place like home. Let's click our heels together and get our boots of speed activated.
Nice.
And then it's then 50 move.
Yeah.
That we have Elena's gone north, Luke is gone south.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And all of the chests are glowing, so you should be able to see where all of those are as well.
Okay.
Oh, you're going around the vine.
Well, that's what I'm thinking about. I don't want to touch something weird that's growing.
Okay.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
You can make it there in one go,
Also
and you're going around it.
Would, if I stop here, can I access the chest?
Yes,
Okay.
you can. You would need to do a Thieves' Tools check.
15.
You have the ability to do this, as
I
does
could even
Luca,
get
because
to
you are
here
both
50.
rogues, and you're both proficient with Thieves' Tools. The only reason that Elena is unable to do this is because Elena is not proficient with Thieves' Tools.
Okay. Thieves' Tools.
It should be at the bottom of the front page of your sheet.
Bottom of the front page. There it is. Hello.
You're
Normal.
trying to beat a 20 and you get a 29. This thing opens
Yay,
up
let's
and
go.
you get another 200 tokens. That is
Nice.
200 each so far and 200 from the audience. Congratulations, guys. You're getting up there right now. By the way, you do see that the ogre has got like a collar with a little name like sheet in front of it that says Kimim Atun. It's Kimim Atun. Yeah, it's been named by Twisted. Thank you for that, Twisted. Don't really know why that is, like how that's pronounced, but that's what the name is. So you've moved, you've used your action to open this, you've still got bonus action. What would you like to do? Remembering that you need to take damage or you're going to lose your rage.
Alright. So wait, by the end of this turn?
Yes.
Then I don't think I can do anything.
Did you... Yeah, because you
Just
don't
keep-
have... It will be... You
'Cause I
need to take
used-
damage before the start of your next turn, because I think you did use an attack on the last go. Right? So that
Yeah.
covers you until now, but then you need to either make an attack this round, or take damage before the start of your next turn. Or you'll lose rage before that.
Yeah. But I've used my bonus action.
We're using 5th
I've
edition, babe.
used my movement. I've used my action, I believe, with the tools, correct?
Yeah.
So I think that's all I can do.
I think so, unless you've got a bonus action that you want to do, but I don't know what you might do.
Well, but I activated my boots with my.
Oh, did you do that this turn? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because first
alright.
turn I didn't.
I remember
do
now,
it.
yeah, it's there in the chat. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, then, that's the end of your turn. It's now Luca's turn.
Okay.
Yee. I'm gonna try and stab.
Well,
it
the new
again.
one is called 1D&D, so I'm counting that as a different edition thing. I'm not calling that one 5th edition, because that'll just get too confusing. A 20 will definitely hit.
Yee.
And a 15 damage brings this down to just below half. What else do you want to do with this thing? Everybody's got even more potions, by the way, courtesy of Giddy. So Luca's now up to 7. I'm going to just be adding potions to your inventories while you just tell me what you're going to do.
My bonus action, stab you with a dagger, if I can.
Love a dabber.
Dabber.
Go for it.
Amazing.
That is a 23 to hit. Definitely hits. With a nice little 5 damage as well. This thing's looking a little bit hurt. It's a bit ropey.
Yeah,
That's
I think
crazy.
I think I'll stay here and try and stab it next turn again.
We love that. Okay. Now it is Elena's turn then. Elena, you are in front of a chest. What do you want to do?
I will attempt to open it.
Okie dokie. Give me a dexterity check. That will not do it. You need to get a 20 on this. What else do you want to do?
Can I punch the chest open?
Yes, you may. You need to hit an AC of 10. And then beat the damage threshold.
So I'll have to use Flurry of Blows for this, or...
You would have to, yes, because you've just used an
Okay.
action to try and open it. But that gets you 2 attempts at smashing the thing open. 17 hits. Now give me damage. But remember to use the wraps, because the Flurry of Blows doesn't account for your additional damage.
Oop. Where'd it go? Okay.
"12 damage, beats the damage threshold, and smashes the thing open." You manage to collect your winnings from inside. That's another 200 tickets. You've still got the rest of your movement. You have used your bonus action at this point, though.
$20. 50. 60.
60. Is that your boots? You've got boots, right?
Yeah.
Boots of speed, yeah. I think all of you have got boots of speed, right?
Yeah.
You're some speedy people. Okie dokie then. So that is Elena's turn over with. We then go over to the Mimic that is facing off with Luca. The Mimic is going to go for another bite attack. See whether this thing can beat a 14. 13! No, it does not. That's the end of the Mimic's turn then. And the Ogre Zombie, Kimim Atun, doesn't do anything. However, we get back to the lair action, and the vines continue tracing their way across the map to where you guys have gone. And this one, too. Now, we are back to the top of the order, and we are with Ronna. Ronna, you've just opened up a chest. What do you want to do?
Have my boots active.
You
I
do?
think I've lost my rage.
You have lost your rage. You would have to re-up your rage.
35, 30, 35, 40 to here.
Yep.
Let's check out this bin.
Okay. Give me a check to try and get off of it. Either strength or dexterity saving throw. As you grab another mimic. A 23 will do it, but this is a mimic. So you are not attached to it. You also do not have rage unless you use another bonus action to re-up it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've undone it for you. You've now just got to redo it.
Yeah.
What do you want to do then? You can use your action to attack if you wish.
Okay, so let me do rage, use,
Correct.
and then let's go reckless
Nice.
with flail,
Yeah.
attack, that's advantage, 21,
21 hits.
there you go, 17.
17 damage. That's pretty fucking good. This thing is hurt, but not quite at half yet. That was your bonus, your action, and your movement. Is there anything else?
Bonus action movement. Keeping an eye on the big guy, but that's it for this turn.
Okie dokie. Then it is Luca's turn. Luca, you've still got this mimic in front of you. What do you want to do about it?
Just repeat, you know.
Rinse and repeat. Stabby, stabby. 28 definitely hits mimic. 10 damage. This thing is not dead yet.
I like the fact that I have a dagger. It's nice.
It is nice, isn't it? It would be good if you had a crit to go with it, and you do! A fucking nat 20! First nat
Let's
20 of this
go.
session!
Yee.
7 damage. Still not enough to kill the thing, though. It's on 4 health now. You'll probably be able to kill it on the next round. Up to you what you want to do, though.
I don't like how close those
I
tines are
don't.
getting.
You will take an attack of opportunity if you leave this thing. You've already used your bonus, so you can't. You can move around to the other side of it, yes.
What the fuck?
That's just all I'm gonna do is pop.
Okie dokie. Then it's now Elena's turn. Elena, what are you going to do?
I'm try to punch this chest open as
You
well.
just going straight for a punch?
Yeah.
Okay, then give me an attack roll. A 24 does hit the mimic. So that is that one, and that is that one. Just want to make sure that I've got them both visible in the initiative order. And a 13 damage will do. Now I just need to see whether your arm gets stuck to it. Give me either a dexterity or a strength saving throw, please. That'll do it. You managed to get unstuck. You've done one attack. You've moved 5 feet. What do you want to do with the rest of your turn? Flurry of blows. Go for another couple of punches, please. That's a 17 to hit. Also, remember, if you do your attacks with the Flurry of Blows command, then you're losing out on your bonuses. So, yeah, don't forget to swap over to your wraps when you're doing all of that. So, we'll take the roll on the first Flurry, definitely hits. The roll on the second, definitely hits. Now we just need to do damage twice from the wraps. That's 13 damage, brings it down to half. And 14 damage brings it down to a quarter. This thing is looking pretty fucking hurt. You've used only 5 feet of movement. Do you want to use any more movement, or are you happy where you are?
I'm chilling.
Then I need to get your 2 rolls, either strength or dexterity saving throws, to see whether your fists get stuck to it both times. That's a 28 misses. And a 29. Wait. What the fuck? Why is Ken banned in Giddy's chat?
Well, that
What the
might have
fuck
been
is
an
happening?
accidental thing or a...
I'm trying to unrestrict Ken. Hang on. I've got to fix this. Oh, has someone already fixed it? Because, yeah, Ken's just managed to talk fine in the second one. Bloody hell. Alright, well, thank you for that. That's mental. Let me just bring up my own moderator screen. And I can see what the fuck is going on. Caught a bullet one day.
Stray bullet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that for you. Well, you're all good at the moment, it seems. It looks like it's working. Right, well, then, Elena, you are not stuck to this mimic. What do you want to do next? You've used 5 feet of movement. Are you just going to stay put?
Yes.
Lovely. Then it's now that mimic's turn. This mimic goes next in the turn order, and it's going to try and bite you. It's going to try and bite your shiny fairy ass. And with a 12, unfortunately, it is going to miss your new AC of 17. So that's unfortunate for the mimic, but very fortunate for you. What we do, however, do now is move on to the next mimic, who is facing off against Ronna. This one is also going to try and bite Ronna.
With the jumpy box.
It is a big old chompy box, and the big old chompy box, unfortunately, misses. That then means that it is now the one in front of Luca's turn. It's a big old chompy box that's going to try and bite for Luca, and also misses. All three of these have just shit out. Completely bad luck on all sides from each one of them. Now then, the ogre zombie in the center of the island does nothing. And we move on to another lair action, where the vines will continue to move. Now, it looks like these vines are starting to speed up for some reason. It looks like they're getting a little bit more vigor in them, and like on the next round, they might be going at a different speed. Something to consider. But thankfully, Luca's move has meant that this vine is just feet away from your face, wrapping itself around the mimic directly in front of you. But we are back to the top of the order with Ronna. Ronna, you are still raging. You're faced off against the mimic. What do you want to do about this?
We're gonna hit it again. Reckless.
That's what happens, Ken. You mess with the jackal, you get the attackle.
Advantage. 26.
26. You guys are hitting such high numbers. I'm gonna have to get like a fucking dragon in here to fuck you guys up. Okay, well you definitely hit with that. Listen. These guys have got an AC of 12. If you could just hit a nat 1 occasionally, that would be great. Yes, you managed to hit with 16 damage on this thing and bring it below half health. Then that is your attack. Did you use Reckless with that, by the way?
I used Reckless.
Okay, I was trying to find a tag that I could put on this guy to remind myself that he should attack you with advantage, but I keep forgetting.
Right.
So I'm going to write a little thing here that says advantage, and I'm going to keep it there and tag it onto whichever creature I'm supposed to be attacking you with. Okay, so you've got that. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn? You could do a frenzied rage if you want. Frenzy attack. There we go.
Ooh, whoopsie. Sent that twice by accident. And that would be my flail again.
Lovely.
And we're going to attack. And that's a normal? Yes?
Yeah, also don't forget that with your reckless attack on that first hit, you would have gotten sneak attack because it was with advantage.
Oh, right. Okay.
The second one does hit with the frenzy.
Sneaky.
The sneak attack does 5 damage. That's applied, but now I need your frenzy damage. There we go.
There you go.
This thing is looking pretty ropey, but it's not dead. Are you going to move anywhere or stay where you are?
Oh, I can't see where the lines are.
The lines?
Or where the new vines have come, I think. Unless they are marked, and I'm just being dumb.
This,
okay.
yeah, over here. Yeah.
Okay. So we're
this
gonna,
one that I've just moved there. That one.
Okay, yeah. So Runner's just gonna scoot around to the other side of this mimic here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
I think that's all you can do apart from movement, unless you want to, you know, take a bite, take a chunk in the ass.
Scooting around, another hit on the horizon.
Nice. I guess you would take a chunk out of your ass, not in your ass, huh?
Yeah.
There you go. All right then. So it is now.
Ass intact, though.
Yes. We all want to keep your ass intact in particular. Okay. Then it is now Luca's turn.
Yeah.
Luca, you are face to face with some vines, but also a pretty dead-looking mimic. Do you want to finish it off?
Yeah.
Lovely. Let's go for it. 25 to hit will hit. Now just give me damage. Okay. Describe the kill.
I'm just fucking stab the top of it through.
Nice.
You were a mimic.
There's a bunch of just like gunk and like mucus that slathers out of it. It's all very gooey and gluey, but yeah, it just sort of leaks into the bottom, and you get another 200 tokens for that.
Now I'm ask? Or 5 feet? Can I use bonus action to try and poke it, see if it's gonna attack me?
You could do an object interaction to just touch the thing to see if it will attack. It would still be a check to see if you can get your hand off it. If it is a mimic. What do you want to do?
I mean, I was
If
gonna
you-
open it.
Let's face it. If you poke it and it's a mimic, then you're gonna have your hand stuck there if you don't get the check.
So do a dex saving throw?
Go for it. Is that any better, Tats?
Is that good?
Yes. That you place your hand onto this chest and gonna turn them up. The other person. I'm assuming that you mean Luca. Tats is making me do. Tats is making me change my audio on the fly. I apologize. I've put your audio from 150% to 200, so you're now at max on my end. But thank you for the help there, Tats. But yes, you are now at a different audio level than you were at the start. You put your hand to this thing, and you quickly pull away, and you sort of do that thing that they do in movies where you tap, 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 and it's just a chest.
No.
No mimic here.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, you have moved. You have killed a mimic. What do you want to do now?
I was gonna say, I can't... Can I open it with a bonus action, or nah?
No.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna...
It's an action to do your Thieves' Tools check.
So, because I only moved 35, I'm gonna just preemptively move.
I can't imagine why. Okay, then. Rel, that's the end of Luca's turn, then. And it is now Elena's. Elena's turn. Elena, what do you want to do? You gonna do a punchy punch? You're going straight in with a flurry. You're not even going for a regular punch first. A 31. A 31 to hit will certainly hit. Jesus Christ, that was an 18 on the die. 11 damage. This thing is not dead, but you have preemptively used a flurry. So, unless that was a mistake, you do still have 2 other attacks. A 32? Fucking Jesus, this gets worse and worse for me. Okay, describe the kill.
I grab the mimic by its latch and just rip it in half.
Oh. Yeah, you don't even care about the grip, the glue part of it. That, if anything, that helps. Because now you are strong with this belt of giant strength. And as you grab hold of both sides with its teeth trying to clamp down on both your hands, you just rip it a new one, even though you are, like, tiny compared to this thing.
Yeah.
Insane. Okay, well, you've still got another attack because of your flurry of blows, but you don't have anything nearby to punch. What do you want to do? You have movement, but you've taken this extra flurry. What do you want to do about it? If you like, we could take it back, give you your thing back, and say that you just took a bonus action. But the DM in me is saying no. You've used it. You need to honor that. So, what do you want to do? I just saw that you did another. What are we doing here? Are you attacking something, or are you moving somewhere? You gonna punch the ground, or?
Don't. Yeah, sure.
Alright, punch the ground. 22 to hit. Okay. Give me a damage roll to see how damaged you cause the ground. Yeah. You make a small crater with your fist in the ground. Good job.
Covered in mimic guts, just
Yeah.
fucking on a high, just like it died too fast.
It is that's the end of your turn. It would be the mimic directly in front of you now, unless you want to use your movement. What do you want to do? The mimic in front of you is now dead,
60,
so you can just
right?
move. Yeah, you've got 60.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Oh, you're closing in on that ogre. I like it. We are back to mimics. And this mimic, as I now remember, because I have a handy-dandy little icon here, which we love our little icon. Our icon tells us that we have advantage. And the mimic is going to attack with advantage. Against our lovely friend Ronna. And even with advantage, it still only gets an 11. What the fuck is happening here? Why are my mimics so bad? Okay. Well, this is just lovely that the game doesn't want me to have anything. However, unfortunately for you, it seems, the speed of the vines has now doubled. It was 20 feet. It is now 40. And it is still tracing the path that you guys are leading it on. This one comes to there and then comes to here. And it is 1 square away from Ronna at this point. This one gets to there and then to here and is now 1 away from Luca. Luca and Ronna, you have vines only 1 tile away from each of you as we go back to Ronna's turn.
Runner smash.
Go for it, Ronna.
Reckless. Flail. Attack. Advance.
23 definitely hits.
Damage. Sneak.
11 damage. Describe the kill. You sneak attack as well. 1 damage from the sneak attack when it's already dead. It's already dead, Mars! It's already dead!
Just, you know, a splatter and an extra splash, and this thing's flying into pieces.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Alright.
Well, you have
Alrighty.
murdered
Move.
yet another mimic.
5, 10. So 5, 10, 15, wait, 20, 25.
Yep.
Yeah, let's stop there. 25.
Yeah.
And then, can we check this out with a bonus action?
I would allow you to touch it to check whether
Or
it is a
can I
mimic or not.
frenzy attack it?
If you want to punch or attack it with a weapon, then yes. You can frenzy attack it.
Attack.
Okay.
Flail.
So then, yeah. Flail attack, you need to beat an AC of 10. You do. Now you need to beat the threshold of also 10 to be able to cause it any damage. And you hit exactly 10. This chest is smashed to smithereens. It was not a mimic.
Woohoo!
You get another 200 tokens. Congratulations.
Alright, then we're gonna move again.
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20. Wait, how many did I move to get to here?
Well, you were here.
15, 20.
So that's 25.
Yeah. 25, okay. Just double checking. 5,
Yep.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Yep. Okay.
Hello. And I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that is. Now it's Luca's turn. Luca, you're stood in front of a chest. What do you want to do?
Open the fucker up.
Alright, give me thieves' tools. 20 exactly opens this chest, and you do get another 200 tokens. Congratulations. Vines are at your feet. What do you want to do about this?
I'm going to try and wiggle just to test how much the vines go. I just have to remember how to do the wiggle. Is it control?
You hold control and then you click, 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 click. And then it's
Gotcha.
spacebar when you're ready to move.
I think. Can I do the wiggle?
Okay.
Then I'm I
What do you want
can't.
to do with this?
I've already used an action.
Mm-hmm.
Can I can only bonus action with my dagger, right? Not my rapier?
Yes. So you would need to take the attack as your take the attack action as your action to be able to use an offhand attack as a bonus action. You used your Tinker's tools as an action,
Okay.
so this would not be available as a dagger. No. If you want to,
Yeah.
you can touch it with your hand, but that would just be an object interaction to see.
Yeah. Before I do that, just because I'm paranoid, come around to the back of
Lovely.
it, and I'll do my dex saving throw to see if that's a mimic.
The mimic does grab hold for you, but unfortunately doesn't get purchase as you manage to snatch your hand away from the mimic in time. But
That's
yes,
what
you
I
are
thought.
face to face with another mimic.
Okay.
That's the end of your turn, I believe. We now move
Yep.
on to Elena's turn. Elena, you are sort of kind of face to face with an ogre. Now you're face to face with an ogre. And you can see the name badge real good like. What do you want to do about this? You gonna punch the thing? Okay.
Yeah. Right.
A 15 to hit will definitely hit. Okay. Yes, you do hit it for 11 damage. Good job. The thing looks around towards you, and you can see now, finally, that you are face to face with this thing, that it is blind. You don't know how it is able to perceive the world around it, but you have an idea that it's not with its eyes. But you have just attacked it. So let's wait and see what happens now. What do you want to do with the rest of your turn?
Was gonna do another flurry, but
You've run out of key points, I believe. So you could do a bonus action offhand attack with another punch, but it would be a single punch and not two more.
yeah.
Don't forget, it's the wraps. Use the wraps.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remove these from your favorites bar because they're not doing you any good. A nat 1, is that? Yes, that is a nat 1. You accidentally rebound off and punch yourself. Give me 1d4 roll. Just a 1d4, not the additional bonus. I can do it for you if you'd like.
Oops.
That's 1d3,
That's
and
not...
you didn't do /R.
How do I...
You cause
There you
yourself 4 damage. You've taken no damage so far this whole encounter, and the only person that could hurt you was you. Okay, so you've now got 2 punches in the bag. That's your action and bonus action done. You've used 10 feet of movement. Do you want to use any other movement?
No.
Okie dokie. Then we move on in the turn order to the Mimic that is facing off against Luca at this point. The Mimic is going to try and attack Luca with a little bitey bite. And it does hit with a 15. That is going to be 15 damage, which halves Luca's health in one go. Mimics, not very good at actually hitting people, but when they do, they really fucking hurt. Now,
Really squishy.
for the first time in our turn order, the Ogre Zombie is going to go. And it's going to swing its Morning Star, but it's going to attack with disadvantage because it is blind. However, even blind, it still manages to hit Elena with a 19 to hit. That is going to be 13 damage as it swings with its Morning Star towards you. Here, we'll do the action. There you go. It's like using figurines, isn't it? But for adults. Okay. That was its one action that it can do. And we are now back to finding out where the vines are going to go. This vine was over here. So it's going to go 40. So that is to there. And then... Wait, so it's there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. And then this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also very close. You're getting just out of the way of these vines in time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Luca's experiment was very useful. However, unfortunately, it did prove one thing, and one thing very clearly, is that the vines don't give a toss what direction you actually trace. They really just care the broader strokes of your footfall. We've gotten this far in just over an hour to discover that, yes, the vines are feeling the vibrations of your feet in the soil. And if you don't make any efforts to stop that, then they are going to be able to track you. Punching the ground, for instance, is certainly going to make the vines very aware of where you are. Now, Luca, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
It's better than I thought it was gonna be.
Unfortunately, is still a fail.
Yeah.
On your turn, I will instruct you what is going to happen. However, in this moment, Elena and Ronna looking up at this ogre zombie, you can see that its eyes are now glowing green. Next in the turn order is Ronna. Ronna, you are faced off with an ogre zombie. You have a vine at your ankle. And you don't know what just happened to Luca, because nothing was said or done. What do you want to do about this?
Runner is gonna move behind him.
Okay.
And reckless flail attack advantage 30.
I'm gonna move this thing over.
Sneaky.
That's
Okay.
a critical
So now I can
nat
remember.
20.
That is a nat 20. You hit not only a nat 20, a dirty 30. You got a dirty 30 there, Mars.
Yeah.
Fucking dirty 30.
Let's go. Crit
Nice
hit
fucking shit.
for 21.
21. And
And does
you've
my
got the sneak
sneak
attack
get
to add.
crit?
It does get crit.
Sweet.
So another 10.
10.
That brings it
Let's
down to
go.
half health.
Heck yeah.
You've got movement left. What do you want to do?
Yup.
Oh, and you've got bonus as well.
Yes. And you just need to double check something.
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question about the necklace of fireballs.
Yeah.
When it says you can hurl multiple beads, does that mean only in the same direction?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay.
You're just throwing one handful of beads in one direction,
Yeah.
right? It's not like taking one, lobbing it one place, and then another.
That's
yeah.
what I was thinking, but I just wanted to double check just in case.
Okie dokie. What do you want to do?
Okay, so we're gonna take a necklace of fireball bead
Nice.
and we're gonna yeet it over here
Okay.
to try and see if that'll deter these vines. Or actually, can I move it up?
Yeah, if you want.
Place measured template. Okay, hold on. Yeah,
I'll work for
There.
you. There.
yeah.
Okay. Is this
'Cause I
the
wanna
exact
avoid
place that you want it
Elena.
to be? This exact spot? Or do you want it anywhere else? I want to be 100% clear that this is exactly where you want it to be.
I want it to be precisely where I put it,
Okie dokie.
which is 1 square down.
Yes. Because I don't want there to be an argument later when I fuck you over. Okay, give me damage.
Alright. Damage. Normal. 29.
Okay. What you have done is you have erased those bits of the vines from where they were. Those are now missing, shall we say. So you now have
warm.
a bit there, and you've got a bit there. Got a bit there, and you've got a bit coming up from here. Hang on. Didn't do that. It's because my scroll. Okay, which means that this bit goes, and you've now got these pieces left. The fireball dissipates. You've now got these charred ends still on the battlefield.
Alright.
That is your turn, correct?
Yep.
Alright, then that is now Luca's turn. Luca, you failed your wisdom save. It feels really weird to you. It seems like you have been facing off against these mimics for so long now that the terrain around you is feeling incredibly soft. It feels welcoming, warm, everything, inviting. It feels like the wellspring of life itself. But what you realize in this lovely garden is that there is a really friendly gardener over in the middle of the island who is being attacked by two just awful, terrible, tiny little gremlin beasts. And it is now your task to go and kill them. I need you to use whatever action abilities that you have to get as close to Ronna and Elena and attack them.
50.
So 75 would be a bonus action dash. I will require you to do that, please.
Okay.
And then use an attack to attack Ronna. At the end of your turn, you may do another wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I know this is what I would use. I'm not gonna change it to something lower.
Ah, shit.
Absolutely. 25 does hit. Give me damage. 13 damage to Ronna, which is halved to 6. Yeah, now you may do
Why do you hit me?
Now you may do a wisdom saving throw, Luca. That does not succeed.
I have a stupid question.
Yeah?
Do my green eyeballs glow even more green?
They can if you want, I guess.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, alright then. Your eyes glow green. And even one of your nostrils.
Just the one.
Just one. Just one. Your left nostril is now glowing real green. Real green-like. Okay. It's now Elena's turn. Elena, Luca has run over and has stabbed Ronna in the back with a rapier. A fireball has just exploded right next to you and has erased a lot of the vines here. And you are now faced with an ogre zombie that has glowing green eyes. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna start flying.
Okay, that's a good move.
And then, where am I? Oh, attack
You're
the
gonna
ogre
punchy
again.
punch this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me that punch. 30 hits. Believe it or not. And that is 12 damage. It is looking a bit ropey. It's below half health. You can do a bonus action offhand attack with the same wraps if you wish.
I will just
Are you going to
second
go
wind.
second wind? Nice. Give yourself some health. 5 health. We like that. That's some good health. Okay then. That is your turn unless you want to use some of your movement to move away.
No, I'm good.
Okay. The mimic that was facing off against Luca and is still back where it was. Let's go to that mimic. It has 15 movement. This mimic is going to use its 15 movement to move a little bit closer to you. That's all that it can do, really. And then it is going to be the ogre zombie's turn. The ogre zombie now is no longer blind because it can see through Luca's eyes. It is going to attack for Ronna, as Ronna has come to destroy this lovely garden. And because it no longer has disadvantage for being blind, the advantage and disadvantage will not cancel out, which means that it does actually get advantage now on its attack because Ronna attacked it with reckless attack. That means it's going to hit for a 23 to hit. And it's going to cause Ronna 16 damage halved to 8. That is the end of the ogre's turn. It is now the vines' turns. And the vines, still being able to move at 40 feet, are going to make their distance known. That means that this vine is going to come over to here. But we've now got multiple ends of vines. So we have a lot of vines to come over. And unfortunately, this one does manage to get to Twisted. This one is going to bypass Twisted because the other one's managed it. And is going to try and get to Ronna, but doesn't get there quite. This one is also going to try and get to Ronna and also does not get there to Ronna. Twisted, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh no.
You succeed. You are not taken over by these vines that start wrapping themselves around your ankles. You don't have the glowing green eyes either, I'm afraid. So that's not some extra riz that you've got now, unfortunately. It is Ronna's turn. Ronna, you've been stabbed by one creature and you've been whomped by another. What do you want to do about this? You've got vines at your feet, enemies on both sides. What's happening?
We're gonna move up 5. We're gonna just keep on attacking right now.
Okie dokie.
Because if we get rid of the monster, maybe it'll all stop. Alright, we're gonna hit this mofo again. Let's go. Attack. Advantage. We had a 12.
With advantage, you get a 12. Oof. But it does hit.
Oh,
Give me damage.
Damage. Normal.
Nice.
Sneaky.
That didn't apply. There we go. Now it's applied. And that's applied too. Okie dokie. This thing's looking nearly gone. But you've still got vines at your feet. They're only 5 feet away. And you've got Luca directly behind you.
Still got a frenzy.
You do have a frenzy.
Still got a friend
So
in
we're
me.
gonna
Still got a friend.
frenzy this orc. Ogre? Whatever it is.
12
Well.
still hits.
Oof.
17 damage. Describe the kill on the ogre.
Oof. Runner swings the flail with a jump and hits it in the side of the head, blocking it in
Love
the
that.
temple.
That is fucking great. However, you notice that Luca's green eyes have not faded. And the vines are still very much viney.
Alright. Runner is going to try and get some distance by going back down, actually.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Luca, I need you to make an attack of opportunity for me on Runner.
Here.
Oh.
Right.
I can do. How do I make an attack of opportunity?
Rapier.
Oh, okay. Just regular attack or...
Yeah. Well, I guess it would have advantage on it, but only by the attacker that you'd already attacked. So, no. It would be the ogre that would get advantage, not you, I don't think. Well, how does Reckless work? Is Reckless everybody then gets advantage?
Reckless attack. When you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly, giving you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength during this turn, but attack rolls against you have
attack rolls
advantage
against
until
you.
your next turn.
Attack rolls against you, so that means that every attack roll against you would count.
Yes.
So then,
Battledex
roll it a
generation
second
got
time to
kicked
see if
in
you
the
crit.
taint.
Please don't. Not this time.
No.
Well, you did hit with the 26, but the 19 is not a crit, so I will need you to roll damage now, just regular. That is 10 damage that you stab out at Ronna with, as Ronna goes to make for some kind of exit, I assume.
Yeah.
And it is now Luca's turn. Luca, at the end of your turn, you will get the opportunity to have another wisdom save. However, you do see that directly in front of you is Elena. I will need you to go and attack Elena, please.
Mhm.
A 17 just hits. I need you to give me damage now, please.
I'm sorry.
That's 15 damage. Elena is now on 17 HP out of 44. Now, you do have an offhand attack with your dagger. I would like you to use that as well, please.
It is 100% what I normally do, too.
It is, but this time it misses. Now, you are at the end of your turn. You may do another wisdom save to see whether you can succeed on this.
Come on.
I will try my
You got
best.
this.
Me and my whole 6. Fuck.
You fail. That is not going to succeed, I'm afraid, but it is now Elena's turn. Elena, you've got vines trying to wrap themselves around your ankle. If you stay here, you will definitely have to roll again the next turn. but you've also got Luca here trying to kill you. What do you want to do? The vines are, they've basically turned the people here into
I'm gonna Misty Step.
Enemies of each other. It's making them all hostile to each other, essentially.
See
Luca has
here.
been grabbed by the vines that have been creeping along the ground, these green lines,
5,
and
10,
Luca
15,
is now
20,
compelled to
25,
attack everybody
30.
that they can see, who they believe to be beasts.
And then...
Okay, you've teleported away. You've now got the rest of your movement, and that was a bonus action spell, so you've still got an action if you want to use it. You are flying, however. Because we're such refreshing conversationalists. What do you want from me? So you've moved to there.
Far?
So your fly speed is 30. So you could fly and then dash if you wanted to. And you'd be able to go 60, but then your what's the word? You've used your bonus action and your action. Unless, well, yeah, the boots of speed. Does that improve your walking speed or your speed in general?
Walking speed. I checked just
Right.
because
So
I was
then
about to ask.
Yeah. So then your flying speed is going to be a regular 30 unless you use a dash to move further.
Yeah, I went 30 with my Misty Step and then walked flew an extra 30 to here. I'm now 20 feet away from this, so I'm gonna dart the mimic.
I'm going to give you the marked thing so that I can tell who's been marked. Okay, so you're getting over here towards the mimic?
Yes.
Okay. Throw the dart. Give me damage. Give me an attack roll, rather. A 20 hits. Give me damage. 11 damage is going to do a chunk. But this thing has not been hit yet up to this point. That's the end of your turn, I believe. That then brings us on to the Mimic's turn. The Mimic has 15 movement. So it's going to go 5, 10, 15. And is then going to try and attack you. Let's see. Right. This time it's not going to bite because you're not at ground level with it. Instead, this time it's going to use its pseudopod, which, if it hits you, will mean that you are adhered to it. It's going to roll an attack, and it only gets a 10. So unfortunately, it does not get to stick you to its tongue. The Ogre would be going now, but unfortunately the Ogre is already gone. These vines are going to go towards where they heard the noise last, which, because Elena is flying, but Ronna is on the ground, they're going to go towards... Luca is here, so they're going towards Luca, and then Ronna is down here, so they're also going to try and get to Ronna. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So the ones that are by Luca make no additional effect to Luca, since Luca is already intoxicated by them. However, Ronna is being chased by vines still. It is now top of the round again. We're back to Ronna. Ronna, what do you want to do?
Being chased by the vines. Don't want to get closer to them. Okay, let's use a necklace of fireball again.
Nice.
And this time, we're gonna plonk it basically right next to us and try and take out where it started.
Okay.
Maybe if you kill the root, it'll kill the whole thinking vine.
Okay.
So do I just do damage?
Yeah.
Again?
It can't move out of your way, so it fails the dexterity immediately.
33.
And that will burn that part off, for sure.
Alright. So that's... Was that action or... Yes, one action. Okay.
Yes.
So we have full movement.
What the fuck?
That only burnt off that area.
Afraid Tech got kicked in the taint.
I'm loving Seribot tonight. Seribot's kicking so many assholes in the taint. Fucking love it. Everyone's getting yeeted.
Runner's just gonna run over here. And
Nice.
we keep rage because we attacked, correct?
Correct.
Or does it have to be a melee?
I believe it's just the attack action. Hang on.
Attack.
Yeah, it's just attack.
Oh, cool. Alright.
Ken
So,
wants to
yeah.
get fucking yeeted as well.
That's where we're gonna end it. For Runner.
It does actually work if you get timed out as well, Ken. If you get timed out, it will also do the same animation. Just a different
It's
verbal.
really fun.
It's really fun. Luca likes to be yeeted. Do you want to be yeeted, Luca?
Let me unpause. Yeah.
Okay then. I'm gonna yeet Luca real quick. What the fuck?
Luke Lee 17 has no chill.
Luca Lee 17 has no chill. Okay, that is your turn, Runner. Anything else you want to do? You've used action. You've moved. You've still got bonus action.
Oh, potion.
That's a good call.
Freaking potion. Don't be a...
I've been wondering who would be the first person to remember. I'm not going to remind you though. I'm not much of a shitbird.
I'm not expecting reminders. I'm just an idiot, and it took me a second.
9 health back.
9 back. Let's go.
Nice. That's a good roll. I mean, that was nearly maximum. Your maximum potential is 10, so you're only 1 below max healing on that. That's your turn then, Ronna. It's now Luca's turn. Luca, you still are blood hungry. You want to kill one of these 2 creatures. However, for whatever reason, you seem to only have eyes for Ronna. Because you're just getting this vibe from Ronna, shall we say. I'm going to need you to use all of your movement and try and go after Ronna to attack.
So I'd have to use movement and a bonus.
Yes. Well, what's the distance between here
50?
and here? Oh, that's still 55 to there. Okay. Then yeah, that's bonus action dash as well. So give me a single attack with the rapier, please. 19 hits, give me damage.
Why can't I attack low?
That's 13. We've just taken another 6 off. So, Mars, you got a net gain of 3 out of that. But Luca is now here again.
Why are you hitting me?
Luca, I'm going to tell you this. With your wisdom being a -2, and the wisdom save DC on this being an 18, that means you have to hit a nat 20 to be able to get shaken out of this. And you hit instead a 5. which was a 7, and that's 7 minus 2 is a 5. So you are still under the effects of this. At this point, if you can't hit a nat 20, then it's going to be a war of attrition. Who can survive until the end? Will someone have to take Luca out? Will someone else get taken out by Luca first? You've got another 20 minutes left of session before we have to pack things up, and I'm very, very curious what's going to happen in that time. PvP is rarely fun, guys, because you guys are incredibly powerful. And although you womp my enemies, this was my test to see if you would womp each other, and it seems like you really fucking are. So, that's the end of Luca's turn, and it is now Elena's turn. This is the thing. If unfortunately, if your stats are really poorly balanced,
not
you'll
end up... honor.
If your stats are poorly balanced, then you'll end up like fucking somebody over, whether it's yourself or someone else. Now, Elena, you are flying. The vines have not come for you. There is a mimic on the ground below you that has tried to attack you unsuccessfully. What would you like to do?
Where am I? There it is. Okay.
18 hits. Give me damage. Nice. Good 13 damage. That's just above half now.
Then
you're gonna hit with the second attack. A nat 20. Nice. If only Luca could hit a nat 20. That might save a lot of problems right now. 17 health off brings this thing down to a quarter health. It's gone from 3/4 to 1/4. You've taken a half of its health off. Okay. That's your action and bonus action. You've got movement, but you will take an attack of opportunity if you try to move away from this thing. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to chill.
Alright then. Then it is now the Mimic's turn. The Mimic is going to attack you with its Pseudopod attack. See whether it can get you grappled. All it has to do is beat your AC of 17. And it hits a 16, unfortunately. Then we now get back to the lair action. And the vines are going to be chasing. Since Luca is on the vine's side and Elena is flying, it only has one target to follow, which means that unfortunately Ronna has the whole world on their shoulders as Ronna gets chased down by vines and more vines and yet more vines. They can't quite reach you yet though. We are back to Ronna's turn. Ronna, you are being cornered here. You've got Luca right next to you. You've got vines chasing you down. You did kill off this end, but it doesn't seem to have slowed down the rest of it. When you used your fireball earlier, remember there was a shred of a piece left that was not connected to the original area, and that did also continue to grow. So it doesn't look like this has got anything to do with where the roots are. Looks like this is just a bedeviled vine.
Alrighty then.
This is Ragnar here. How are you guys doing?
Not so good.
Oh,
This
awful.
one is attacking me.
What is attacking you? That's normal,
Luca.
isn't it? Luca?
And vines. Plants
Luca,
on the
what are you?
floor.
Luca, why are you attacking?
I don't know, they're green.
Luca, give me your best zombie reply. That was very quiet through the microphone, but I appreciate the effort. So quiet. That was incredibly adorable. So quiet. The fact that Discord muted your voice even further was just so fucking great. Okay, so the quietest zombie moan in the world.
was really close to the mic too.
Yeah, Discord for some reason just likes to mute people when someone else's microphone is lighting up. Discord likes to mute everybody else so that that person can be heard. But I don't like to have that setting on, and even with it off, Discord does it automatically, and I fucking hate it. So yeah, it's irritating as fuck. Anyway, so that's given Ronna some time to think of what they want to do. You are now again faced with Luca and a bunch of vines. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
Unfortunately, Luca, you are now perceived as an enemy, and Runner is still in a rage. So you're getting a full attack from Runner.
Yeah, at this point, just knock me the fuck out.
That is gonna hit. Give me damage. 14 damage. Plus sneak attack.
Yep.
And...
For once, I'm kind of thankful for a low sneak attack, because I don't want to kill you.
Luca is now on 3 health out of 33. You've still got movement. What do you want to do with this?
What the fuck?
Literal disillusionment got kicked in the taint.
So, Runner wants to knock Luca out.
Yeah?
Can we try to do that without killing them?
Any attack that you do, you can elect to do as non-lethal damage. Like, you would essentially be hitting them with the butt of the weapon to knock them out rather than kill them. So they would just be incapacitated with 0 health.
Knockout.
Yeah, so they would be incapacitated, but they would be on 0 health.
Okay.
So not rolling death saves, essentially.
Gotcha. Whoop!
And that 20. Just give me damage roll on this to see with crit to see exactly how fucking hard this is gonna hurt. Okay, Luca, you get cracked across the temple with 15 health damage when you only had 3 health left. You are knocked completely unconscious. You are now incapacitated. However, as an incapacitated person, all effects drop from you as well. You're now unconscious and unable to move. Ronna, you've still got movement. What do you want to do?
Yes. Runner has a question.
Yes.
Can Runner pick up Luca and then move?
An incapacitated person counts as an object, so yes. But you would need to make a strength roll to see if you could lift them.
Right.
Not going to be very high, but you are a small creature. And they are a creature that's a bit bigger than you. Well, aren't you a human? Are you a human? Oh, you're a halfling. Okay, so it's a halfling and a... It's a halfling and a gnome, so like I think that's basically equivalent height. You're all tiny people, yeah.
Yeah.
I still need a...
the tiny people.
I guess for the fact that you're the same height, the same size, I'm not going to make you do the strength save then. The strength check, rather. But you can carry Luca and move. Where do you want to go to?
Can I do the strength saving throw for giggles?
It would be a strength check rather than a strength saving throw, like athletics. Oh. So give me an athletics check. Yeah, you hoist Luca over one shoulder, like deftly as ever, after knocking Luca the fuck out. What do you want to do?
Let's see. We're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Okay. And I just want to make sure you went this way, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Skirting in the water. Because I think That's why I'm one shorter than where I really want to be, or two rather, because I wanted to try and get to here, but I wanted to like skirt through the water to do it.
Okay.
Well, that'll be that.
Nice. Right then. You make your way to there, and it is now Luca's turn. Luca, you are incapacitated. You've been knocked out. There isn't anything that you can do on your turn. What are you dreaming of?
I'm dreaming of opening more chests. I enjoy that.
Loot. Nice. I respect it. You're dreaming of loot. Okay then. So while Ronno, while you're carrying Luca, you hear Luca muttering in your ear, "Oh, I need some more coins, tokens. Get me some sweet hard cash." And Elena, we move on to your turn.
Health potion.
Elena, it's
Wisdom.
now your turn. What are you gonna do to this mimic? I've also not been getting you to roll your checks to see if you're getting stuck to it. So we'll do that again this time. 26 will hit. Give me damage. 13 damage. Nice. This thing looks on death's door. 27 will hit.
No, that's a...
Oh, is that... No, yeah, that's a... Oh, that's a strength saving throw. No, that's... Oh, to make sure that you're not stuck to it. I get you.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah, I understand now. Yeah, I was going to do those at the end. But yeah, you can do another attack now if you want. As a bonus. Up to you.
Yeah.
15 hits. Give me damage. 13 damage, and describe the kill.
Elena, as she's flying, just like plunges down, crushing through this mimic,
Nice.
scattering its pieces all over the ground.
I love that. As you do that, completely uncharacteristically for a mimic next to you screams out in anguish that it seems like it had a very heartfelt relationship with the mimic you just killed. Seems like this might be the last mimic in this island. Oh, that looks like a very distraught mimic. I'm not sure that I've seen them do this before. Well, I guess if you can kill it, I'll give you double. How does that sound? I think that's fair for the problems that I've put you through, putting you on this island. Yeah, kill that mimic, and I'll double all of your takings from the other mimics as well. I think that seems like a good trade. You are stood over a dead mimic. You are, well, flapping above a dead mimic. What do you want to do now? Where are you going to move?
Wait, no. Here. Really? There.
Okay.
Okay.
So you've moved your 30 to move around this vine? Or did you dash for some of that? Because you were here. To get to there, that is 30. So that would be 25 to get there. It depends on whether you're flying over the vines or flying around them. What are you doing?
Over?
Okie dokie. You make it to there. You've used your action and your bonus. You've used your movement. That's it for your turn. It is now the Mimic's turn. The Mimic looks over, forlorn towards the broken body of its once husband, and it now dashes over towards you. But because it has dashed, it can no longer take an action. That's the end of its turn. We move on to the lair action. We also move on to the reef sharks that have been surrounding this island the whole time, and one of whom you stumbled into the lair of. It has a movement speed of 40 in the water. So it is going to start swimming towards you and loiter around here, as is this one. You've now got 2 reef sharks that are directly next to you. But they're in the water. Can't really do much there. That is now the lair action, which is the vines. We know these vines. We love these vines. Unfortunately for you, however, Ronna, you are within range of them, and they are going to try and get you. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That means that this one can get to you as well. This one, however, will be 10 short. So we are going to do 2 wisdom saves. You need to get an 18 on both.
Alright, wisdom save.
We're nearly at the end of our session as well. You succeed on the first one with a flat 19, since you have a +0 to your wisdom saves. You just need an 18, a 19, or a 20 on this next one. And unfortunately, you hit a 12. Ronna, your eyes start to glow green. And you have no sense of where Elena is on this battlefield right now. You do not know where your nearest quarry is. You do, however, know that there is a silent creature at your feet that is no longer a threat to you, so you are no longer going to regard it as a threat. You can do whatever movement you like, but you can't attack any creature or any of the vines here. You don't know where Elena is, so you cannot go in Elena's direction. But I will need you to use your movement.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, you can roll another wisdom save to try and get out of this intoxication.
I'm gonna roll a 1d4 to choose direction, north, south, east, west.
I hope for your sake you don't get west. Fucking hell.
Me too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's
Okay.
not get a 4.
So, not get a 4.
Oops, I did the wrong thing.
Everyone's still struggling with the commands in this. Oh dear.
Oh, nuts.
Well, you said it. You're the one that said it. Okay.
Oh,
You walk into the sharks.
Boink.
Okay.
Get a little shark.
It's not their turn yet, so they can't do anything about this.
And I can't hit it.
And you can't hit it. It is now Luca's turn, and Luca is unconscious. Elena, you are being accosted by a mimic. You have got 2 of your work colleagues, one of whom is completely unconscious and incapacitated, and the other one is bewitched by these vines. We also need Ronna, while Elena is just going to explain what they're going to do with their turn. Ronna, I would like for you to roll your wisdom save. Elena, what do you want to do with your turn? We're nearly at the end of the session, and Elena is probably the only person here that can do anything. Wow, you got 2. Wow. Welcome to the 2 crew. Shout out to the 2 crew, rather. Okay, so
I rolled a
you're going
10
to
on
take...
healing potion, so...
You're taking a healing potion, okay. And that's your bonus action. You have an action. Just to give you a heads up, Mimics have got health pool of 58 health points. Luca has got a health pool of 0. You are hitting this Mimic. However, this is the end of the session, and you might not be able to get Ronna or Luca Lee to escape with you, and that means that they will get 0 if they don't. I did give forewarning about this. So this is going to be... You've got 5 minutes of time left. So if you can make decisions quick, then we might just be able to get these people out of here. But it's essentially on Elena or on some wisdom saving throws. What do you want to do at this point? If you want to retract your attack, then I can give you a dash.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we're going to undo that attack. You can use your action instead to dash. Because I don't think that you're actually going to be able to kill this guy. You are going to take an attack of opportunity if you leave its threatened area, however. Up to you if you want to try that. Okie dokie. I am going to go for a bite attack for this thing. Just to preempt. And it misses. Okay. So that to there is 30. If you take a dash, you can get to 60. Cool. That is your turn. It's now the Mimic's. It's going to chase you because you killed its husband. It's now the lair action. None of the vines have got anything that is considered a threat that they can sense, so they're not going to creep. That leaves it back to Ronna's turn. Ronna, I need a wisdom... Oh, wait. No, we've got the reef sharks. I nearly forgot. I nearly fucked up. They're both going to attack. They're both going to attack. They also have pack tactics, which means that if an ally is within 5 feet of their prey, then they get an advantage attack, which means that they're both going to attack you with advantage. Ronna's really not having a good time today. One of these guys misses, but the other one hits. That means 10 damage from the reef shark. But that is all from the reef shark. It's now Ronna's turn again. Ronna, I need for you to move in a direction. And but however, you have been attacked by these guys, so I guess you might consider them a threat. It's up to you if you want to use your attack on them, or if you want to try and disengage and move somewhere else.
Which page is it on? Sorry, looking for running action.
Running action, disengage?
Yeah.
Okay, then move in some direction somewhere.
We're just gonna go the opposite way. 5,
okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 gets us to here.
Cool.
Because Runner tried one way and it didn't work. Go the opposite way.
Luca, you are still dreaming incredible, impossible dreams of lovely loot. Unfortunately, you can't get to that loot right now. It feels like it's at the end of a long corridor and you can't move.
Yeah.
Elena, however, it's back to your turn again. We're making good time. What do you want to do with your turn?
30.
Yeah. Are you going past Ronna, or are you going to keep going? Also, Ronna, could you give me that wisdom saving throw? 12 doesn't hit. Reminder, you are able to give potions to other people. You've gone 30 to get to... No, 35 to get to where you are now. I think you were there, right? Or were you here?
I did 30.
You did 30. And then there's another 30. Okie dokie. That will be your turn. It's now the Mimic's turn. The Mimic is still chasing you down because you killed its husband. It just makes husbandly motions with its tongue. You know what that means.
Yeah.
Ayo. It's now the vine's turns, but there are no threats that it can sense, so the vines are not going to move. It is back to the top of the order, and it is Ronna's turn again. Ronna, I need you to move in a direction. I also need a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
You know what I mean by husbandly motions with a tongue. Don't
The
pretend
alphabet.
like you don't. Don't pretend like you don't. Yeah, alphabet. There you go, alphabet.
No, it's
Wisdom save. 16 misses. Okay. I can imagine, he says. Nice. Luca's turn again. We skip over because Luca is incapacitated. Elena.
Oh, that's not it. Regular. I pick up Luca.
Okay. So you're now flying with Luca.
And 15. No, wait. I was here.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
So I'm back over here. And then dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. And what are you going to do now that you've got Luca?
I'm gonna keep them on me. Hopefully escape with at least them. If Rana is
so that you can
unable
run out.
to.
Okay. So you're
Yeah.
trying to get to the escape, essentially. I get you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Then it is back to Ronna's turn again, then. The vines still have no threats to perceive. Ronna, I need you to move, and I need you to... Oh, and the Mimic's going to try and run as well. Again, for Elena, by the way. Ronna, I need you to move, and I need you to also give me a wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Would Ronna be distracted by the Mimic?
No, you don't consider it a threat.
Hit it? Oh, wouldn't consider it a threat?
No. Otherwise, Luca would have just stood attacking the Mimic that was stood directly in front of them when they got intoxicated by it. Logic. We have to have logic. Okay, so you're going south, I guess.
3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 5.
I don't know why you don't use
50.
the movement tool. There's a movement tool that measures it for you, and you just hit space and it does it all automatically. It even gives you the number. It's so much easier.
Which one it is, I don't remember.
It's the one top left, it says token controls. The one that says select tokens. Below that you've got select targets. And below that you've got measure distance. Measure distance is the one that you use to do this. And then you just hit space and it does the movement for you. Yeah.
Cool.
And then you can see automatically what the distance is, and you don't have to count out 5, 10, 15, 20 and all that. Okay. Wisdom save, please, Ronna. We're hitting an 18. 19!
Thank you.
Ronna is now back out of this awful daydream, but you're also out of your rage, because you've not attacked or been attacked for a while now. So you have dropped your rage, which I believe would mean that you don't have another rage yet today. You'd have to long rest, I think. Do you have one more? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Then you are now able to escape when the time comes, which will be on the next turn. You
Do
also...
I get a bonus action this turn?
That was the end of your turn to do your wisdom save.
Cool.
That then brings us back to Luca. Luca, you're still unconscious, and you've not been fed a health potion, so you'll stay unconscious. Elena, it is now your turn.
I'm going to feed them a health potion.
Lovely. And just as you say that, a rope drops from some unknown portal above with some hooks attached for people to start attaching themselves to it. If you would like to use one of your health potions, and then we can give that to Luca. And Luca, you wake up. You're being carried by Elena. You're floating in the air with them. You've been cracked over the head. You've got a terrible, terrible headache. You don't remember what happened to the two awful monsters that you were trying to kill, or what happened to the gardener. But it seems like there's a big mess of roots and twigs on the ground where you're stood, or where you're floating. You also hear in your ears from Ragnar, this is going to be your last call to escape this place with what you've got. I would say that it's probably a good idea that you leave.
I carry Luca with me to the exit, even though
that'll be on your next turn, but this is the last turn now anyway. So you can move to the exit, and now it's Ronna's turn. It would be your turn before all of that, but yeah, Ronna, you've got movement to move. It would be a real shitter of me to use a mechanic that you've not been using yet, wouldn't it? To get you to roll a wisdom save because you crossed the vine boundary, and that was a mechanic this whole time, but everyone's been clever enough to avoid it. But I'm not going to make you do it because that would be a shitter of me, wouldn't it? I am curious what it would have been, though. You would have failed and you would be stuck there. Great. Wonderful. Well, you avoided the reef sharks for the most part. You killed the ogre.
Over the vine.
You got all but one of the mimics. And yeah, I guess you would have probably known to jump over the vine at that point. Sweet. This has been a particularly difficult mission for you guys, I would say. Wouldn't you?
Yeah. We are not the wisest.
No. No.
Yeah, I would certainly say that this was a harrowing experience for many of you. I am certainly very proud of you for have gotten through it, because this was one of the most difficult challenges that I homebrewed for my first campaign.
all have ass wisdom.
Yeah.
Ronner has +0, natural 10. Luca has 6 -2.
Yeah.
And I have 8 -1.
Yeah. So that's a
Where the
-2,
heck
a
was the
-1, and a
smart
0,
people?
respectively.
The
Yeah.
smart people were like, nah, we ain't going to this island.
You don't need to be
Right.
smart, you just need to be wise. That's different. That's different.
God, the
It's
more the wise
different.
people are.
You need to be wise. That's different.
Then
Where's all the elderly folk?
Because we are.
Yeah,
not
where are
them.
the elderly folk? Come on, man. Where's the elderly folk? Also,
Well, they
you
can't make it
destroyed a
now.
mimic's
Wait,
husband.
hold
How
on.
dare you?
Okay, Luca's character is 25. Ronner is 30.
25 what?
And
Age.
Oh, walking
Age.
speed or
And-
age?
I am 34.
Right. Nice.
I am the oldest here.
You're
And
the
I guess
tiniest
that
as well.
makes sense because I was the only one not taken over by the vines. So I guess I am the elderly one.
The elder was wise.
We tried.
We did. We tried indeed, and we made it through.
I am the oldest, but I am the smallest.
True. True. Well, because you have managed to succeed, you will all obviously get your additional 100 points to leave with. However, because you got stuck by so many different things, and because you were held back and slowed down by these blasted vines for so much of this, unfortunately your winnings are not as great as you have had lately. Your winnings at the moment stand between the lot of you at only 3,200 to share. 3,200 is much less than what you had last time, which was 60,200. You are 57,000 less to show for your efforts. But I feel like this session is probably a sign of how difficult things are going to be going forward. We have readjusted our difficulty levels. We have we're gonna have some more legendary items that are gonna go into the shop so that you can spend your 60 grand's worth of winnings, shared winnings that is, on whatever you might wish to buy in there, or something potentially to save up for in the future. But bear in mind that you can only be attuned to 3 things at once unless you're an artificer, and none of you are. So yeah, we've got that. We do also have the community... oh, Lucy's chipped in another 100 for you. That's lovely. So that'll bring it to 1,100 each to add to your totals. Thank you, Lucy. We love that.
Wait a second.
But yeah, that means that your totals now... Elena's total stands at 4,555. Ronna's total stands at 15,850. And Luca's stands at 15,250. So the Ogre got you 600 tickets. The Mimics were 200 each, and if you'd killed all of them, that would have doubled the bonus for all of the Mimics. The Sharks were 100 each. That would have also doubled if you'd killed all the Sharks. Because I figured that you might have a way of getting around the vines, and being on an island, you might elect to just go in the water, which is why I made you have some creatures there. They are significantly easier to kill than the Mimics. And especially the Ogre, which is why the Sharks were half of their cost. Each chest got you 200, same as the Mimics. So whether it was a Mimic or a chest, you still had the same bonus. So if you had made other attempts to try and figure out what they were, other than just touching the chests, then you might have figured out an easier way of discovering whether something was a Mimic or not. But escaping also gave you the lovely 100 each that you all sought. And you worked together, you communicated, you chased after each other, you helped each other, you carried each other's broken bodies, or shall we say, you carried Luca's broken body across the battlefield. Our lovely, very, very kind, very sweet, but very unwise Luca. And yeah, we kind of saw that today, I think, when you did your zigzag motion, making as much noise as possible over the ground, and then shortening the distance that you'd left. That was very funny. Yeah, so today was incredible. How did you all find it?
This was fun. What a challenge, because I was like...
It was super
so
fun.
worried about those
Proper
rules.
challenge though, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Elena, you got 900. Ronnie, you got 1,300. Luca, you got 700. And from the redeems from chat, you got another 400. That gave you all a total of 1,100 each. And your totals are what I said. Elena is back down to 4,555. Ronnie is at 15,850. And Luca is at 15,250. Only 600 tokens between you. Great job. Love all of you. Love that whole session. That is the end of ours, though. I wonder who we should go and raid. I'm going to go and have a look myself. Normally I ask other people to tell me who they think I should raid. I'm going to go and look. Who have I got online that I follow that I would like to go and raid? Do you know what? We are going to raid this lovely person. If you are followed, you may copy and paste this into the chat when we raid them. If you're subbed, you can do this instead. Oh, Moobot's lost its sub. Hang on, then. Let me deal with this. Okay, there we go. I've given Moobot a subscription again.
JackalViper is a certified Chad.
Absolutely right, I'm a certified Chad. Right, so use raid message number 2 there, which you can see in chat. It would have worked anyway. It would have worked anyway if it had not, what do you call it? What? I joined the... Why have I got 2? Yeah, so basically, if you are following, use raid message number 1. If you are subbed, use raid message number 2. We are going to raid our lovely friend, Vixie Pixie Plays. We love Vixie. At the moment, they are playing White Day 2, which it looks like it's some kind of a horror game. White Day 2, the flower that tells us. By the look on Vixie's face, they look concerned. I'm assuming that this is not going to be a pleasant time. But we're going to go anyway. I hope that you've all had a lovely time. I am going to see you over there in Vixie's chat. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I can't wait to see you here next week. I will try my absolute best to make something just as interesting for you and just as challenging as today, because I fucking loved seeing you all figure out this challenge. That was so fucking great. But yeah.
Did you figure out the Easter egg of the name?
No, I didn't. Was it an anagram?
Write it out and then look at it backwards.
Not a mimic. Very good. Okay. Well, now I get it. Let's see. We are gonna go out to Vixie Pixie now.
And it was true. The giant ogre zombie was not a mimic.
The ogre zombie was not a mimic. In fact, it was a vine-controlled creature that was zombified by vines. There we go. Something from a little Easter egg from my own first campaign. Any of the players from that would probably feel triggered by this whole thing because it was an incredibly horrific time for all of them through that campaign. But, you know, they figured it out as well. Anyway, remember to be good to yourself, and if you can't do that, then at least have fun. Thank you very much, and goodbye!
Bye!
Bye!